Okay, so before I start this episode of the Let's Play, I wanted to share with you what I went through trying to find an image or logo of Mindcrack. And I just went to Google image search to try to put something in the video or whatever, and typed in Mindcrack. And here's a few choice images I saw that I wanted to share with everyone. First up, we have Victoria Silvstedt in a tiny bikini. I'm pretty sure this directly correlates with Good. I don't know what his relationship is with her, but I just smell something fishy going on there. Next up, we have this very George Clooney looking guy, but he's obviously a little bigger, and he looks kind of like a badass. This looks like a movie from the 50s, 60s. That probably did poorly. If someone knows what this is, please tell me, but I have no clue. Some drawings that probably a 4-year-old made. Continuing on, some picture of a cat that someone probably drew when they were tripping out on acid, or probably a large combination of drugs. So there's that. We got some Skrillex. So I don't know if you guys know who Skrillex is, but he's a big dubstep guy. And a sock, a dirty sock with bags of look like Parmesan cheese. I don't know what the hell's going on in this picture. I really actually want to know what the story is behind this picture, but I couldn't find anything out specifically. So that's that. Take a look at those, and here's the Let's Play. Well, hello everyone. So this is a different series that I'm going to be doing. This is on a different server. This is called the Mindcrack fan server. This is something that the guys on the Mindcrack server, so like Good and B00 and Vintage Beef and Badge, will make pretty good videos. They put together a fan server. I was lucky enough to get on because I made buddies with B00 and Good at Minecon. So I don't know what I'm going to actually do with this. I don't know if I'll jump in Skype or Mumble with other people or whatever the situation is there, or if this will just kind of be a solo thing as I play on the server. I don't know. But either way, it was something I wanted to show off, and thought it would be a good different alternative series to the regular Let's Play that I do. So I just spawned and in the water over here. I logged in earlier today just to kind of check it out just for a minute or two. I walked over and got onto the path and got blown up by a creeper pretty much immediately. So I disconnected, said I'd wait till later to record. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna go chop down some trees and get situated, maybe build myself a house. Oh, there's the Mindcrack logo. Yeah, so I'm sure you saw my slideshow at the beginning where I was trying to Google image search the Mindcrack logo so I could put it at the beginning in like an intro video to the Let's Play. Just because I like intro videos. I think they make it feel like more like a show. But so yeah, Good, if you're watching this, send me oh, my phone. Send me a logo so I can incorporate it. Make it look all fancy and nice. So yeah. So in my other video for my server that I run, I did a Let's Play and I talked about Minecon and all that, but there was one story that I didn't really tell in very much detail that I want to talk about. And it was going to Minecon was my first trip to Vegas ever. Well, actually, that's not true. I went when I was about 12, but it's a totally different place when you're 21. So, being Vegas in 21, I can drink free at the casino. They give you free drinks as long as you're gambling. Not sure how many of you know that. And being able to just gamble, because everything in Las Vegas is 21 plus. If you're 18, you can't gamble like you can here in Minnesota. Damn it. And it was a lot of fun. The first night we were there, we played slots, which I've played slots before, and honestly, I don't find them to be that much fun. I did win like $5 the first night on slots, which I have to say is pretty good. But I don't know, it's just, they're kind of boring, and they're kind of designed for you just sitting there. One thing I noticed is that we got, in terms of getting service for drinks, we got way better service when we were playing like blackjack or craps or anything else that where you spend a lot more money. If you are sitting at the penny slots, whatever, the waitresses will not hardly ever come over to get your drink order. I just thought that was something interesting to note. So then the first night we did just slots, and Friday night we didn't gamble at all, and then Saturday night myself, Jason and John, so Good and BOO, went to play some blackjack, just because I have not played blackjack in Vegas before. So this was after we left the Nether party, which was lame, and I don't need to get into that now, but so we played poker for, I don't know, I want to say like 6 hours or something like that. Oh, I just said poker. Blackjack. We played blackjack. And we were pretty much playing $25 a bet, which was really close, but not quite the minimum at the tables we were at. And at one point, I was like up like $350. I'm pretty sure I gotta stop right-clicking on accident. Pretty sure Good was about the same. He was up quite a bit of money. And I don't know how John was doing at the beginning, but I know that he ended up leaving the night up probably a few $100. So we had this, oh my lord, I have to stop doing that. We had these, most of the dealers we had were Asian, which is not really surprising, but at the same time, I wasn't really expecting it that much. And they were all like really nice, but they were also like kind of big trolls. Like, I mean, we would tease them a lot, but they would tease us, and it was very much a love-hate relationship, especially since we would, you know, anytime they would deal us bad cards, we would tell them, you know, that we hate them. And then we would, when they would deal us good cards, we would tell them that we love them. So I'm sure they don't like the love-hate relationship that they have with the people playing either, but hey, what are you going to do? But the last lady we had, she was a lot of fun. She was pretty good. She would say things like, "Winna, winna, chicken dinner," whenever we would get blackjack, and it just cracked up every time. But I guess the real point I want to touch on is you know, we got to the point where we were losing money. We were bleeding. It wasn't very much fun at that point, just because it's like, okay, well, we were up a bunch of money, and now we're getting really close to not being up. We were down actually quite a bit, or I was anyway, and then I put 50 back in, and I made back my original amount that I put in. And you know, I'm at the point of break even, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna be done. John's flight was leaving in an hour or two, so we had to wrap it up anyway. So Good and I pretty much had broken even, and John was up some money. So we grabbed all our chips, and we decided to call it quits for the night. And I gotta kill this cow. I gotta focus. Squirrely motherfucker. And we didn't want to end the night breaking even. We just thought that was boring, and I still kind of think it is. So what we did is we went to a roulette table. We each put $100 down on black, and we waited for the result. And I have to say that it was the most nerve-wracking thing. I mean, with the $300 in chips I had in my pocket, and let's say I only lose $100 while in Vegas, which to me wouldn't be bad at all. But it was still really nerve-wracking. Like, what's going to happen? I didn't want to lose $100 like in a second. Like, it's just that quick. So I was freaking out. Good was freaking out. John was as calm as anyone could ever be. To the point where it kind of freaked me out a little bit. He was just standing there. But it was like 5 a.m., so we were all pretty tired. And then, lo and behold, the ball landed on black, and we all won $100. And we celebrated a little bit by high-fiving and enjoying the win. And then that was it. That was the end of the gambling. That was the end of Minecon. That was the end of Vegas for me. It was the perfect end to Vegas. It was just winning $100 on black. Just something as simple as that. And yeah, it was awesome. So, I need to try to find some food here. Otherwise I'm gonna die. So, that was probably the best part of Minecon, was being able to meet so many awesome people. I watch a lot of the people from the Mindcrack server. I watch a lot of their videos, mostly Good and BWO. I watch Vintage Beef, and who I think is online right now, and some of Badge's stuff, and I'm trying to get into Pause on Pause. There's a lot of cool guys to watch some cool videos that they make. So that's it. I guess that's it for the first episode. I plan on doing as many of these as I can. Anytime I find my server free, I'm probably going to jump on here and hit record. So I guess the next step is to find a house or a spot to build. Oh, we got to go check this out first. BWO, oh god, this is not going to end well. Yeah, I'm going to get owned. Yep. Okay. Well, that's what happens when you first start out and you don't have any good weapons. I guess another thing that I'll add is we spent some time in Arizona after Vegas, my girlfriend and I, and we just kind of took a longer vacation after Minecon and the Thanksgiving week. And we flew standby out to Vegas, because we were flying one way from, excuse me, from Minnesota to Vegas. And then we were going to fly one way back from Phoenix. So since it was two different locations, we would have had to buy 2 one-way tickets, which buying 2 one-way tickets is uber expensive. And so we decided to fly standby. And because we had never done it before, and I have a buddy that's a pilot, and he gets a sweet rate on tickets. So they're like buddy passes, they're like $90 or something like that. So we get that, and oh no, what is happening? That freaks me out. I feel like I'm gonna get blown up any second. So we fly out to Vegas with like pretty much no problem. We just get on a plane, and we were one of the last few to get on, but it was the first flight we were scheduled for. And then on the way back in the Phoenix airport, it was the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and it was nice. And it was, the airport was packed. We got at the airport at like 6 a.m. and tried to get on the first 8 a.m. flight. Couldn't get on that. Couldn't get on the 9:30. Couldn't get on the 10 o'clock or 10:30 or whatever it was. And the next one was like 12:30. So we called the hotline phones that they had to see how many open spots were on on the plane, and they said like 30, and so it's a couple hours to the flight time, and so we decided to wait it out, missing a different flight that we could have got on with a different airline for a pretty cheap rate. And then they kept saying 30, and then it got like down to 28, and then all of a sudden it's like a half hour before the flight, and then they're like, oh, there's only 2 open seats. I'm like, what the hell? And they're like, well, sometimes tickets just sell fast, but even after talking to my pilot friend, it's like, no way. There's no way that they sold that many tickets in that amount of time. So we got screwed, basically. They told us we weren't getting on any other flights for that day, so we ended up having to buy 2 $250 tickets just to get back home that day, and we were in the airport for probably 12 hours. So my recommendation to all of you is don't ever fly standby. If you are going to fly standby, make sure that you're flying out in the middle of the week in the morning. If you're going to fly out on the weekend, or if you're going to fly out after 5 p.m. when all the business people get off and have to take their flights, don't even bother. You're just going to end up getting stuck and waiting and waiting and waiting. So that was a brutal end to our trip, but it was still a lot of fun. So I'm probably going to die here again, but as I wrap up the video, I guess I'll see you guys all next time.